everyone, welcome to Methods of English Language Teaching lesson. So, today I would like to present you new topic. So, look please at these images. What do you think? What is today's topic? Okay, thank you. So, you are right. So, today we are going to learn how to teach ESL vocabulary. So, I hope that you enjoy this lesson. So, let's continue. So, vocabulary, we can say that it is crucial to students' language development and communication skill. And, of course, we need to enrich our vocabulary every day. So, let's get acquainted with the content of today's lesson. So, number one, what is the best way to teach vocabulary? We'll try to answer this question. Number two, what are the techniques for introducing and teaching new vocabulary? Number three, what are vocabulary building strategies? And number four, how can I make teaching vocabulary fun with TEFL games? So today we will try to answer all these four questions. So of course, by the end of this lesson, so we need to have certain learning outcomes. And what are they? Based on the results of successful mastering this topic, the students will be able to know methods, techniques and ways of teaching vocabulary, understand how to apply modern methods, techniques in conducting various forms of vocabulary, and of course try to master skills of conducting and assessing vocabulary lessons. So let's go. Number one question, what is the best way to teach vocabulary? And of course, to answer this question, we need to cover certain materials, as create a context around the words you teach. Next, teach relevant vocabulary. And the last one is to consider your student's age. That is also important. When we create context around words we teach, of course we should follow certain rules. I would like to recommend you not to teach new words in a vacuum. What does it mean? It means do not please learn words separately, only with its translation. Next, create a contextual experience. For example, we can learn new vocabulary through reading interesting stories, articles, or for example, when we make up dialects also. And the next one is, we need to leave a deep impression to remember the words with its definition through the context. Next, of course, when we speak about the relevant vocabulary, what should we consider? So, we need to choose vocabulary that is connected to our students' lives and that can be easily applied to our world outside of the classroom. For example, the words that we can use in our everyday life. Okay, so please, let's try to answer the question, are these words relevant to the topic? So when we speak about January, so to our mind comes certain words. You can see the list of these words, and of course you can see that some words are not relevant to this topic. Next, when we speak about the student's age, of course we need to have certain peculiarities. For example, young learners. So we know that they are very physically active and learn very quickly. So they are innately curious and love to learn about the things that surround them. And we know that they are kinesthetic and tactile learners. Next, teenagers. So as we see that teenagers, they love listening to music, sometimes reading books, and of course they watch very often movies. And as well as words that can help them express their feelings, it's necessary to know how to express their feelings in English. What about the adult learners? So for adult learners, we need to provide the certain topic words vocabulary. Appropriate English vocabulary, for example, for their personal and professional needs. Next, most common words and phrases to improve their communication skills. So what are the techniques for introducing and teaching new vocabulary? So this is question number 2 we are going to cover. Number 1, show images or drawings. Then, present vocabulary with realia. Next, introduce new words in the context of a story or articles that our learners read. And the last one is, yes, sometimes we can use translation from the student's first language. So, concerning the images and drawings. So, of course, images, they are universal, that most people can understand. So, sometimes we can create our own pictures with our own characters, but try to make them large and simple. Next, we can use also Skype or Zoom's share screen function to show the images. It is of course for online teaching that is really relevant today. Next, present vocabulary with realia. Of course, it is essential to learning of ESL vocabulary. And we can say that using realia with our students can bring fruitful results. Concerning this second image, we can see some pupils that are going to taste slices of apples. You can see that here we have 3 colors of apples. So, and they will of course share the taste. They will of course feel. And when we taste, when we smell, and when we touch some certain objects, of course we will remember better, and of course the perception skill will be higher and stronger. Next, introducing new words in the context of a story or article students read. So for students who read a lot, we can say that these students can have richer vocabulary. And of course, when we read, we can meet the words that we do not encounter in our everyday life. And it will, of course, certainly help to enrich our vocabulary. Next. So as you see, using translation from the student's first language is not always recommended as very effective technique, but sometimes we can use translation, of course, to remember. Next. We are coming to the third question. What are vocabulary building strategies? So here you see the list of strategies that we can use for building vocabulary. Antonyms and synonyms. Then of course, as it was mentioned before, reading a lot. Next, context clues. Then vocabulary notebooks where we write the word itself and give transcription with its definition and examples. Use the thesaurus, giving the synonyms and antonyms. Use a dictionary and study word parts and forms. For example, we can look at antonyms and synonyms. Day, night, sun, moon, open, closed, on, off. So, you have here the sentence. The sun is in the sky during the day. So, what are active words here? The sun and the day. So, using the antonyms of these words, we can teach our students to complete the next sentence. What do you think? What words can we use for completing the next sentence? We can see, yes, you are right, the moon at night. Okay, so let's continue. And we are coming to the fourth question. How can I make teaching vocabulary fun with TEFL games? So, number one game that is coming to your mind, as you see, hangman. That is very popular among ESL learners. I hope that you know how to play this game. Next game is TFL Bingo, and I hope that this game is also very popular among foreign language learners. So, the next one is ESL Songs. I think that you enjoy singing songs, and of course here we can learn a lot of new words. So, as you see, the first image, so we can have different kinds of activities with the song lyrics, and of course here we can match, complete the sentences. And the next one is, of course, dancing and the movements we can also use while singing a song. So as you see here, Head and Shoulders song is really popular among young learners. Extra question I would like to answer today is, what are other ways ESL students can improve their vocabulary? First is, of course, we can subscribe to TEFL accounts on social media and spend our time effectively. Then, we can listen to podcasts, of course in English. Then, we can watch movies and enrich our vocabulary. And then, the last one is here, but not the least, download language learning apps. So, we know that nowadays we have big number of language learning apps and they are really effective. So here you can find the resources that were used for preparing this lesson, and you can find more deep information. And your homework is, please write your reflection of what you learned and liked or disliked most today. Then please choose one technique, strategy, and design an activity for teaching vocabulary. So follow the ways of teaching suggested today, or you can find extra materials if necessary. Thank you very much. Goodbye.